magic that sustained civilization has shattered, leaving behind a broken core that leaks chaotic energy and spawns nightmares from the abyss. You are Kaelin, a mage whose own power was fractured in the cataclysm, now forced to navigate a realm where trust is as rare as clean water, and every spell could be your last. Welcome to Resurgence, the third explosive, emotionally charged installment in SD McKittrick's Broken Core series. If you love gritty progression fantasy, hard-earned magical recovery, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of rebuilding oneself from the ashes of catastrophe, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in dark fantasy, blending the visceral terror of a dying world with the profound resilience of a hero who refuses to stay broken. The narrative kicks off with Kaelin and his companions emerging from the devastation of the previous book, only to find that the broken core's instability is accelerating. Ancient evils are stirring, rival factions are vying for control of the remaining magical ley lines, and Kaelin's own fractured abilities are both a liability and a hidden key to salvation. The atmosphere is thick with the ozone tang of wild magic, the weight of crumbling ruins, and the creeping dread of knowing that failure means not just death, but the permanent unraveling of reality itself. McKittrick excels at capturing the psychological toll of living with broken power, making every hesitant spell, every moment of doubt, and every hard-won victory feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is absolute despair. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular magical recovery trope and the brilliant found family under siege dynamic. This isn't just about leveling up, it's about healing. Watching Kaelin reverse engineer his own shattered magic, forge uneasy alliances with former enemies, and use his unique perspective as a broken mage to outsmart arrogant elites who've never known true loss is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the magic system to life, making the crackle of unstable energy, the desperate gasps of exertion, and the quiet moments of connection between companions feel incredibly real and deeply immersive. But beyond the spectacular magic and the dark fantasy mechanics, the soul of Broken Core lies in its characters and the heavy burden of hope. Kaelin isn't an invincible chosen one. He is a deeply human individual struggling with the moral weight of leading others when he can barely lead himself. The emotional anchor of the story is the fierce, unbreakable bond between the survivors, a found family bound by shared trauma and a commitment to rebuilding something better from the wreckage. The audiobook format elevates these intimate moments, making the quiet conversations around a flickering campfire feel just as impactful as the explosive, reality-shattering confrontations with ancient evils. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A cataclysmic surge from the broken core threatens to consume the last bastions of civilization, forcing Kaelin into a desperate, high-stakes confrontation that demands he embrace the very brokenness he's been fighting to overcome. The finale is a breathtaking display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical ingenuity, and raw, unbridled courage. Kaelin doesn't just survive the assault, he redefines what strength means, delivering a deeply satisfying, emotionally resonant payoff that proves humanity's greatest weapon isn't perfect power, it's the willingness to rise again. Resurgence is a triumph of the progression fantasy genre. It is smart, gritty, and unapologetically intense. SD McKittrick has crafted a sequel that perfectly captures the thrill of the ultimate underdog rising from ruin. Plug in your headphones, steel your heart, and join Kaelin. The core is broken, but their spirit is unbreakable.